The game has finally ended. What a game we had this afternoon. End-to-end staff. Coach, your take on the entire 90 minutes?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. And before we started the match, I told you that we are going to change the narrative. And you've seen it for yourself. So it wasn't bad.
Coach, was it a game you feel you guys should have won?
Yes, of course. Of course. But you see, I don't want to comment about certain things. So let me reserve my comment on that. But we should have won.
Coach, your players, most of them played so well. Did they, play according to your instructions? Because some of them were outstanding.
Yes, and that went to perfection. As I said, we should have won because they were playing to instructions. And you could see that they did very well. They did very well. So kudos to them.
At what point did you feel you guys started losing the game? Like you started dropping?
There wasn't any point that we were dropping. But as I said, I don't want to comment on certain things. Okay? So let me reserve that comment. I don't want to comment on certain things. But we didn't feel that we were losing. Because I told you we were going to collect the 3 points. And it went to perfection. Had it not been, you see. So let me reserve that comment.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, sir.
Difficult game, end-to-end, very interesting. Your take on the game?
It was a nice game. I think the team came defensively to stay low and then go on the counter. They tried to put a lot of men behind the ball. That made it very difficult for us to penetrate. But then we tried a few times. We were able to unlock it, but we couldn't score. So to me, it was a good game.
Coach, at some point, it was like the game was a bit going in favor of Bechem United. Did you feel you played against a better side, or your players actually did not play up to the level they usually do?
Oh, Bechem, we all know they are a very good side, but I think today we didn't really find our rhythm. We didn't find our flow. I think that's the main reason. Yeah.
But finally, what do you think you need to do going into the next few games to be able to maintain the standard and also try to get the ultimate?
I think we need to go and just try and it's more about mental. For quality, the players are there. They are good quality players. We just have to encourage them that it's a league. We didn't lose, we drew. So we just have to put ourselves together and get ready for our next game.
Thank you, Coach.
Welcome.
Frederick Asari. Capito, the game has ended. And it didn't actually go well. As the leader of the playing body, at this point, how do you feel?
Yeah, first of all, let me thank all the supporters for coming today. They have been amazing. We called them and truly they came. What I can say is that I'm really disappointed because, we deserve to win this game, but, that's football. So we'll take the results in good faith. Yeah.
What do you think you guys didn't get right? That was why you needed to drop the points here. Or do you feel your opponents were the best team?
I think our opponent played well. Credit to them. They came with their game plan and it worked really well for them. So we tried our best to win, but at the end of the day, they also did well. So we have to also give them credit.
After games like this, when things don't go well, as the captain, as the leader, how do you manage to get the boys together? Do you need to tell them something? Do you need to do something to put them together and make sure that the next games they perform?
Yeah, for that's football. That's football. When things happens like this, we try together, we try to train, we try to talk to ourselves to do better because sometimes we can win, sometimes we can draw, sometimes we can lose. But what is most important is our performance on the pitch. So I think that we'll go back home, do our homework, and then we'll look on to the next game.
On the personal level, do you think gradually you are getting to the very top?
Yeah, I think that with my performance gradually, you can see that I'm improving day by day with the support of the technical team, my playing body, and also the supporters. I think that gradually I'm improving, so I'm getting there.
Wish you well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
The game has finally ended. What a game we had this afternoon. End-to-end staff. Coach, your take on the entire 90 minutes?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. And
Watara still live from the Krakow Second Sports Complex. Coach, 1-1 Vision 1 Accra Sofokwan. Your take on the game?
I think we play at this stadium, but it's not easy for us because of some things I don't want to say here. But when we are playing football, we think we didn't need the handball people here. We play football. Football is the high level, is the physical contact, but no, that's the why. But I think the game is not bad. The two teams try his best, and we get 1 point.
Talking about the two teams trying their best, are you impressed with your boys' performance today?
Yes, me. Every time I'm impressed because I tell them we can score, we create some chances, but no problem. That the opponent also do well in defense. He's defending well, and the midfielder we do our best. Everybody try to win the match in the midfield. But the midfield is consistent of the two teams.
The goal you considered, will you blame the goalkeeper?
I keep that for me in the dressing room, not here.
Your next game is against the Diana Stars midweek, and what should we expect, Coach Abubakar Watara?
Oh, we always expected the good performance, the maximum points. We are going to look to get the points. That's the point we need. We don't need anything about the points. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
all
brother.
the best, Coach Abubakar Watara. That's the head coach for the Phobians, Accra Hearts of Folks. And I have the head coach for Vision Football Club, Coach Nana Ajiman is right here with me. Nana Ajiman, 1-1. Are you excited with the result?
No, I'm not. We had a game plan, and the game plan could have worked easily. We created more chances than Hearts of Folk. We should have taken the chances. We didn't. Hearts came into this game with only one game plan to play route one, try to win the first and second ball, get into the attacking phase 3 as quickly as possible, which they succeeded with in the first half. One of those long balls resulted in the confusion. We crashed ourselves. They got that goal, but we dominated the game. We played through the phases. We got into their phase 4. Unfortunately, we couldn't convert our chances.
Any lessons from today's game?
Yeah, of course. I think that still we need to work a bit more in phase 4. The movement in phase 4 is not that great. Our composure in phase 4 is still not that great. I think that if we get that right, because our wing play is excellent in the middle of the field with Meshach, it's excellent as well. If we can get our strikers or our front line making movements for Meshach to put the balls through, I think that teams will suffer in our hands. But unfortunately, when we get into phase 4, the movement is too poor. We're not able to convert our chances. Even the first touch in that phase 4 to even make those chances not good. So if you look at our goal, for example, Meshach had to take that goal, and he's been practicing it the whole week, and he got it right, and it was a beautiful goal.
Well, what is the secret right here at the Nikraku, the second sports complex, that's making teams difficult to win here? You've lost just one game here.
I mean, this is our home ground. We know every inch of this field. We train here, we play here. The boys have been playing on AstroTurf for a very long time. So sometimes if you get used to the AstroTurf and you go to the natural grass, it's very difficult. It's very, very difficult to find natural grass here and train on it before you even go and play on the naturals. So we find it difficult. But once we are able to have a good turf and the ball is on the ground, I think teams will suffer. Again, we need to work more in phase 4.
What should we expect your trip to Baseke Holy Stars?
I think it's going to be difficult. Baseke has a very good home record. We're going there. We're going to go find what we can get. But I mean, Baseke should wait for us. There is no way that we can also give away the points.
So Onslaught, a big relief by result to win 2 more games after victory over West Ham. Liverpool are inching closer and closer. And Liverpool. Bruno Fernandes has promised Manchester United will bounce back from their drubbing at Newcastle as they attempt to hook their place Europa League semi-finals. Okay, so Newcastle is a 4-1. Newcastle 4-1.
Why are not people were calling say the how no? I'm on for no conquer the 3 lines.
Oh man, go ahead. He's not done anything yet. He has built a good team.
Yes,
that is not enough.
The things
at least we'll say we are consistent. Maybe you keep this team for 3-4 seasons. But be a big crab, you know.
I was Newcastle United, you know, say bad day says that team will be keeping team where for 3.
No, you're keeping this team by being consistent with the squad. Say, this year they are in Europe. Omaji Carabao, next season they are still in Europe, Champions League. Oh, yes,
last season he played in the Champions League. When he went Rome 2024-2025 and Kui and in the league.
So you look at who is the coach for the 3 Lions?
Gareth Southgate. Thomas Tuchel.
So you cannot compare them. I mean, this is a big boy. And
Champions League.
But they are playing very well. It's a team only very difficult to beat. Very, very difficult to beat. Bruno Fernandes and Ramsey for Wanyere. Arteta say Arsenal were distracted by the Real Madrid showdown in the game against Brentford. Arsenal scored 1-1. Okay, Arsenal for Nancy Omo Muko isi o Madrid o mbese mbese so ana 7.
Only were champions.
Mbese is ana 7.
Legend of her team. Already by 6 players.
So Madrid so receive so mo say. Hala Arsenal Madrid go gu Arsenal pa o.
Omo na eka. Na za
je obeso na ebi ana Madrid that 6-7. Ba akura dey 8.
Na dey ntin omo dey omo ndwin za Arsenal betumi abesho omo ho.
Hey, you can't perform if you are always injured. Pep Guardiola. City share 5-2. Chelsea have won 6 of their last 9 games in all competition. Enzo Maresca lost the support of almost the entire Stamford Bridge faithful. Hansi Flick is still open. Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid can win it. Antonio Conte has reportedly come to a decision about his immediate future and has made it clear that he would like to stay at Napoli for the 2025-2026 season, at least according to Monday's reports in Italy. It was a game for the fans. Coaches want to see more control. Reaction to Bayern Munich 2-2 draw with Borussia Dortmund. Okay, Bayern so almost any Champions League they can't qualify. Saying, Obi I tell 2 hours they can't qualify.
It's not called Champions League. We want if you are any Barcelona if you are the bit match Inter Milan. Teams not kind.
Oh, you Madrid in my band. They did go Madrid in Barcelona if you.
Champions League. The probability of Massa. Why be that?
Gold Stars go join top. Vision held at home by Hearts and Kotoko drop points at home. Okay, so Kotoko were held by Bichim. Bono and they 1-1. I'm told the supporters were not happy at all. Prosperogum says that the long journey from Kumasi to Pando forced the team to give players a few days off, which affected them. Their sharpness, okay. Meanwhile, Bichim United coach Kwaku Danzo says he has chosen to remain silent about certain aspects of the game. Has the Volks Premier League title push took a little knock. Almost a ball 1-1. Watara has admitted it wasn't an easy game for him against Vision. Vision for no more Kasakwa, no more of them. Nana Ajiman and a coach my Vision since they had the game plan against Asvolk that could have worked easily. But despite creating numerous chances, they failed to convert them. Legon Cities continue their slide towards the Premier League relegation zone, as they were also beaten by FC Samatex. Okay. They had a comfortable victory. We tonight can Ghana ball once Ghana sports once we're also talking about what happened in Europe and elsewhere.
Was mentioned Alexua.
Kanjin for Ewaha. Alexua Kiu. Fasoso. Alexua Kiu. Aha, international man.
Yes.
Alexua dear. Always Alexua.
Amuya Kotoko Ruswa to me down.
Any pandoso.
I'm on stadium.
Any pandoso. Alexua anya befa. Why? Befa but
you know you're happy cry.
Obi anya happy. I just say the Kojogum cry no anya happy. Kojogum was not happy. Anamibwa. Nana Penka was not happy. The players will not be happy. The supporters will not be happy. Especially where the M say, "Mejiza nas na nipa ni ye kakra."
Na yeah.
Penalty nini.
Penalty. It was a penalty. For a bonus.
Na we na mo say no.
Me no wa. Ba chiba to.
Na say the pen was at ball no kra. Anati mani mama ya there. Ja obi am.
Look at it. What do you know? Sina.
Yes, sir.
Share penalty incident. Na some you do not chiboya to a penalty. Hey.
Ana born in Riviana.
Oh, sorry.
What's the ball?
I mean,
and I report on me now. The guy handled the ball. Look at
boss with him. to the extent
the ball was in between his two hands.
shouting the and Agama was shouting in the bench was say Munkoramkobono. Also go move back.
Me ball. Look at this.
Born the Kutanenzano. Born the Kutanenzano.
But why are people doing that? Anyway, Yankwe na yini nkonga kanjin for 9:55. You know what time it is? Kanjin time. Adwa so ha. And ma change seats no. Adwa ben baba kakra na. We dey music no pa dey.
Nipa na elbow.
Yankwe no an we dey chinye ni ho. We won't waste time on this.
Anope ye chia TF1 ne ahwefo. Yeah, per se, yeah, introduce you and I Kasa Efa Kangen Magic drinking water. The number 1 alkaline water in the country. Na debia ye bahana adisia ye bomodia e besia niama ba ko mienu ehwe ne entia esese ye nom kangen insuo no na etimi boa ye nipedua kangen asechire ne se ye sanko ye kan TBM return to origin ana sankofa ana ko wo kan TBM ana wudada mu si wudada mu biem na adenti na esese wo si wudada mu ya baha ama ya kyerɛkyerɛ nyina yesua se nipa ansa na wɔbɛwo no insuo na ekraw ewo na yem no amniotic fluid sa na efrɛ no wɔpɔtɔkasɛm na sansuo no purely alkaline ni pH ni 7.45 a kyerɛ sɛ alkaline wo nipa nkasa nso ye wo wa wo mogya no alkaline o check ya pH ni 7.45 sa ne am yi ema ye hu sɛ then adenti na afei wa wo awie no SSL will maintain alkaline pH, and that means that udi alkaline ni duane, onum alkaline in so. Na fe niama we ingest ya na niama odi era oni peduam no wama we ni akoho. Ampani ampanso ahodo ewo dwaman so de. Ohwe bi label no so kra na wama tro say pH ni 8.5 anka alkaline. But ube testing na ebi ni dia test ya no pe ya yellow. Ube ho eno no ye nso e wodwaman so. Ono nso atro 8.5 ni biba we ode ba pH scale no so a number 3. Na o test carbonated drink nso amonso pH no highly acidic 2.5. The more ye di acidic foods ni acidic diet na ye nipedua acidic. Na obisa ho sa adenti na Asians no omunyini che bebia nso na free ba na machine na ye di nso Japanese fidie na ye friend kangen fidie no. Adenti na Asians na especially Japanese no omunyini che asa fidie kra ebi use ewo hospital. No kra ne se woka about longevity a omunyini che because omedua na omudi ne dodo na ye leaves leafy. Born again the 7 most alkaline foods are the better screen so na kangin fidie no kra no screen so are the 7 most alkaline foods na to so ebi cucumber pear the friend pear be broccoli ebi spinach ebi pepper sa nuane no obi bia o yare no doctor say copper alkaline eduane na di adentia because antioxidants ahemu ma sa antioxidants no na ya ne say repair the worn out tissues any cells unipedua no nkwamo ana say cells na the problems abro cells are ewu tissues are ewu no sa alkaline foods no ekoko revitalize no ekoko siesie no repair na fe no boost immune system enti na national ni enti amanfo we di adance ye no enso ne boost immune system na fe no aboa na etumi ekun eti ayare we hear video a was screen so a obi a wakwakoye blood analysis we hear the first one na any blood cells no first 10 minutes after waking up. Second one is a nipa no when num a coffee. The second slide a 4 in the video. First one a ni blood cells, nipa blood cells. When we say first one will be was sorry 10 minutes after say was sorry ni moja ni cells no and comba and dia koniaba. Now over second one na a will be a one coffee. On also ni moja ni dia koniaba but enye so rampant and I say enye so rapid. Third one here will be another brand of water and also the cells no to say red blood cells and cockra but over last one now cells now be buoyant we will be so dance here we over last video now legend it will be a one kangen water 10 minutes after say one kangen water over video now we are very very true nienti amanfo we dia dance here won say obi say mensa ya metetetri me na ya metetetri it is the first image no but obi a wanum kangen we almost zoom 60 times ya zoom otumu say kangen de no red blood cells ni dia koniaba e na ohwe coffee kra na legend hwe coffee de no na hwe water de no otumu say coffee de no kra ko che say coffee ni naturally ni eye that is the meaning than even water obi anope me ba office so na me beji pH indicator me ba say na wonum coffee kakra bi eye very good natural coffee there eboa na o before and after obi ano type 2 diabetes. First, ni cells look at the after say wanum kangen water. Ni cells ni nyina ben Facebook any TV dia but modern ben na dia ya no pay ehun hia pa. Cells na abubom na adeda and because of that yare bia to me a thrive in it. Legend baby amiko school amejope training college early 2000s. Me call ho amejope EP College of Education. Which means that obi nyini 90 years, 95 years, 105. Nipa ne to me through before ekoba esani without stress. He is very fit. Now young boys na aba school mo hono. Do na enti me through before no. Ade ntia we no ho obi nya 35 years. Amejope for no. And that is the highest living altitude in Africa. Amejope Training College. Now ebeye onwanwa say because these people exercise and they eat lots of vegetables. Omuduane ya omudini a lot of vegetables. Omuso di fufuo die, omuso di benku die, but they eat a lot of leafy and leaves ne fresh. E hono ye mfa galam say nsuo bia en water aduane no anano bae no. Afei there are no pesticides, there are no herbicides, there are no weedicides. Enti aduane na odi ni fresh. Secondly, the environment or human framana or human inframana nkasa ye very rich in antioxidants. Enti obi yare enyanwa say doctor say to me ka say obetumi akọ ebi e krasi baby akwakotena baby kakra be 1 month bi adentia emframa okwa home wo ho no very very rich in antioxidant enti eboa na a repair worn out tissues and then so one take it time a doctor be na try na asem or see you either alkalize or you die or the doctor barudi and then all come so one na one invest in your healthy lifestyle and one kasa ayaresa and one kasa the apomuden ebrel. If you don't invest in healthy lifestyle, they say oh sorry no why exercise kakra alternate wa apomuden mu afa insu a wonum o switch from junk foods. Let's just look at the benefits of drinking alkaline water. Number 1, or say weight loss. Oh no lose weight. Obi wo ho or you very slim but obekwa akọ checking the body mass index no na cholesterol ni fat egu ni mu no e che obi kura oso. Second body detox. Ore second na ha na ehu hia me pa time or say remove heavy metals. Ya ba be chechire mu samfo ni nyina AI ni Google na edi mine. Eyi sa heavy metals na wode ye galamsey ni nyina efri nsuo mu. Enti kangi ni nsuo ne nsuo kroje. Third one hydration eboa. Enti nsuo na bora ni pedua mu esan se ne niwa esoso enti no etumi bora enti no mu ba bia na afi bibia ye fi wo ho no eyi efri ho na boost immune system ama na ekuneti ayare. 4 healthy skin wo look younger. Oye obi ka cho say bia me number 26 years crowd be giedi but I'm even around 40 years old but my skin dey over about 26 and now 25.
What's that okay?
Me am say
na do as well.
And so now na me no minti
around then.
Me number 40 years but we me about 25 26. Last I brand here me students are me trauma dey cry. Now me who be there say when you cry tell me because nimfie no we
are dwendwene ne.
And not na stress no. Until you kangen water. Na
so what adwene bi answer that na so kase sa.
Edoso na kangen na eboa. Only 3 points na. Hydrate intake tract and a stronger binder and a power of hydrogen. The next slide, please. And in here some of the benefits and the essence why you need alkaline water. In this current and contemporary dispensation, ignorance is a disease. To me, cancer sadia ye can unim. Ubetimi afa ofona wonso wesua ye ba e apomudin chre adisua de and afa ye oyichre e de bata so that the can it to be valid. What can alkaline water do for you? First one now, or say it can neutralize the acidity of the body caused by stress. It's any time I can say dorsal, diet pollution. And many bottled waters are acidic. Or say a restore body function by cleaning your cells from the inside out. When I the power of detox, I can sometimes you don't need medication. Nipe bia sorry no power dware enyumrenso dware then e ru ana efia wo nipe biemu eye inso papa na inso ego emu ahodo se one test the obeka say inso bia ye inso yanhwe the third point say a higher pH in the body reduces the need for fat and cholesterol to protect from damaging acids. Until unum sanso ya wankasa you are preventing cholesterol, you are preventing fat. Afe improve your immune system. Now afe abo immune system ama na function to help you fight diseases. When ede adanse ye bebre eba obi say me wo BP, me wo cholesterol, me wo stroke, me num kangen in so no. Abo me amasa ne ama nyina akọ. Na ya ba be kire mo ha say enye dro na mom ni so no kokko boost immune system a. Na immune system na timi ekun atia yare. Another point here, increase blood oxygen levels to deliver more energy to the body. Enti obi ana home teso ya bibi kitu ebi na teso bibi kakra na wa bre. Kanjin in so na ema lots of energy. Ape alkaline water no or say it is negatively charged. Na antioxidants no eboa na repair damaged cells and free radicals ekose. Ye betumi akọ next slide. Afe adie ba ko say dan no mekoto fruit any vegetables. Fruit a mekoto e na nipa no ode egu manhole. Yemfa ne say baby a eja ye 9 sebi. E ho na nipa no ode fruit ni vegetables na egu. Sa nia me efini nia mo bi wo ho se mana typhoid. Typhoid no kire say e bia we di sebi tiafi ana nsuo wa nom e contaminated. Na sa nia me nyina no say wonsuo enya e di how kese e beba. Enti esese unya kangen energy drinking water. Na be foods no so ye highly acidic. We screen no so a wa kire acidic foods and down here alkaline foods. We also be to say cheese, pork, ebi enam no dosun, nentwenam no legend for the past 10 years. Me semeri akoko na ma. Me sumama omo koto live chicken, no mo akum ni live. Na fe ma we. San yama ni nyina ebo na ma chef fridge be 100 years. Yes, na o ma we ni ekon. San yama ye ba sikasem. But ebo pomudi won say
am say bia ni pe ni sika de dwe nam nyina ye 30 cedis na bia ne. Obeda ko live chicken.
But yare de send
so uni sika de ayare na na beto ton sa o
send kakra na wo na de ahwe kwan abeba so benya
okay
cause we dey chie so na de bia
aya mommo ya ne into live chicken on ze
enti ka ye di nsuo ya bedwasu se be beboa
enti de want me ento ana de want me nya ne nsuo ne beboa na ayesa ne ama ni nyina ama
okay yeah, that must say. I haven't enjoyable. Okay.
Because so na kwa faso ye ni minerals na ewo mu no ebo ni pedua no wakwan bebre so and na ye ka age mimi age de bia me kan krofo kra njindi
also dey na say
so de me catch
yes say
kra njindi sa meboa yeah
now person ka say mbi
yes say ladies in common ages.
Oh, me them make.
That is what they say.
I swear, myth.
I'm sure among common age. Or baby, I got some kind of age. Or because a tree. Dodo na. Minim the anet says, "I'm bad you, it's a bad you." Anyway,
tell a can for kanji na mo. Oh, baby, I will be your numbers near 0241.
0241
44 91 0241
44 91 that's it 050 yeah
379474.
I think so no 0507379474. But more than any pH indicator. I no pay time I know what that room can say and say. And you what that room. I mean buy beside our chlorine tester our pH indicator. Now the animal go na ube so ahodo wa ha say you are acidic and we have alkaline water. O frey na ye de pH tester ebebro baba kran so ono awo ni pH tester ono na eto ye che ne ba ko ma ne use ma ne sign e na afi ono ankasa ato ba ko nti say
o le bia o nu so ba so bi gu man so emfa
e France pa o c'est man vo num ni gidi
so
enye so what say
ma kasembra e je si nyo fi
na o du chum
kuma o se erade ma wu fi onum bi
anum so fun ache kanje for the means I'm fine. Kwaso for Easter, Omo di juma bi Easter kwaso grand labor 2025. Na no say for so do chum ye kwaso hire. Ene kwaso traditional council no honorable members, kwaso unit committee, kwaso local council of churches, kwaso Muslim community. Ene kwaso man nyina Owura Thomas Mensa Biak. Edimu akotene pa ne blessings so kan but on there nan saying Maintaining Kanjima film. Okay, Lizzie Hotel. Yes. Wow, Kanjan. To Lizzie would do Oko Santas run about to our home from Malcolm or right to Honeywell, Oko James Mubamobi. And no. Kanjan for more treacher machine, my idea. If you had 18th April, you may clean up exercise for Kwaso. Maybe the 19th. So your cooking competition na Sunday a grand day and fun. Sorry, fundraising. Okay, Tinuano grand day of fundraising in aid of construction of Deba grounds. 12 p.m. and 12 noon. Mr. Munya 12 p.m. Kwaso court Deba grounds. And wanna be beer because at the born here that being you who born right uncle.
All right, Tinti, and I'll play the boss player a bit kwanum. Yabani say ya. Yabako kwaso na yaba nina nsiono ena kanzen fwedi unkomono yepebe akoma Alexwa na bibia akoye enti yakunko fonkroso na ensemwa edi adenchete ensemwa ebum fumpa onko fonkroso no yade honsem atwore misem no doso ena no pay de disefata sa ohwe na wotie ena yede emawo eye kitikiti mampolibi ena oma abusia akansio yanom akamu pa anopay yabetu abuase na yatere no emra ya confirm emnu nyina edi amawo a high sense generic campaign ekoso na debia meka mesi obeto a to papa no preko papa no otom edi afi high sense amaso ye enti se open rice cookers open kettles iron air fryers outdoor abusuam a high sense of share and obeko microwave outdoor blenders washing machines smartphones ya no aje our high sense amashare after TV no air conditioner or just freezers no jinina for high sense amakache and crampunimantamu atimota and after batrona tetimai Kanesi tamale hohoi ahonyina high sense ho filmway 0302 5500 0302 5500 Uya na wako Dr. Daud of Daud Scientific Helper Hospital and Odua or nurses and doctors na aduma amoborom anya aduma ketwa na dietenye aya hypertension aya stomach ulcer aya diabetes aya stroke aya low sperm counter Dr. Daud Otuo-Acheampong hepatitis B aya Dr. Daud syphilis aya Dr. Daud amwa ana enei adokro wo de bia wo dia yam etwao ene antadia response no sexual weakness fibroid ningina faculty Dr. Daud na Otuo-Acheampong ema on video wa okwa odo FM na wo hu yade a ewo hunam dwanum na odi abibidro etimi Otuo-Acheampong entikohom na onsa yade osidua ema ayarsa ejoso udua na se juso krapa old Metro FM dynum seriasan so oha odi juma 0244 886437 0244 886437 0201 681 717 0201 681 717 no fe Dr. Daud asa ya there yes say of England na Virgil van Dijk ana edi atudwase no kwanye omunkasa amade Premier League na we and kra omudin kunim over Western United and it de ewo ho nemom antasa amade title no be Liverpool samuno enya de sa rested da the next 2 games I was Liverpool etime eti enkudim Roy Keane and Airport Liverpool abaso sa amatima kipi Mohamed Salah Gali officer or your player a lot and watching a fee sa owo at the Liverpool 80 for some 2 years beer or betima di our Liverpool no abode obetima abua ama Liverpool tima kom at the akononim osimanu soa Liverpool ampe good backup emfa emam Musala nyankopon football 2025-2026 and ya dia say obetimi enyan fully say debia ojampet no so a osho goals and the amatim no ene ansba efi roikin na so ya etutwa enano pay na Liverpool Sporting Director Richard Hughes and the etutwa say Ibrahim Konate the contract no is as important as Virgil van Dijk contract abusuam wotimi ahwanim say obestante at the amatim no say akodanom amunsu contract no ehia mo to say Omari New Mohamed Salagali the contract at the amana Virgil van Dijk agree say obestante the sa and bueno and so ehia amo and slot at the atuja say difficult Premier League and wahuno wakoti na no kansem Premier League no edding I say enra na oche Mohamed Salah Gali na oche di obeye bia say ball oneba Tottenham anya juma na I say one West Ham United player masa oba pona baso aye akoda ofi Ghana Kudus Mohamed I say enra na edding say omobe temi Kudus Mohamed ni speed ni dribbling na a super by our standard question and bia na ma busa and say you met me at the Virgil van Dijk abeka best defenders yahu our English Premier League no you met me na ka ho na nya out goals out in the English Premier League abet me ama out no aka ho ni na me say since on making first game in the English Premier League September 2025 no Virgil van Dijk has more goals than any other central defender was goals than any other central defender since 2015 abusuam 24 and medium describing is one of the best center backs English Premier League atimi ahum awonsam enom mako namasampa esanse and slot to say a big relief ninginam answer Enra enkurumte etime abai emram homo pomoden etime abo gosunom ati egum yebetie sansem no nambom adusa health clinic abusuam aye mama adusa anakofa adusa health mixture ani adusa health capsules ati apa edwaso na adusa health mixture ani adusa health capsules de juma emporum anya juma ketwa adusa health mixture ebetu koko na say ati amount afe usisi ena ayawya arthritis ena edunya general well-being bonus honam dwano ebe kama honam bejeja so menstrual pains adusa heba Mr. Afe adusa prostate might capsules ababwa na atu prostate na say ati amount ememanom ojonso na obemam ayawya prostate health and urine nina adusa prostamite capsules and was on some etime akambie adusaman capsules abwa amwe bemamu awa ampem abusua ema ene mema nyina etime afa adusa man capsules na dietenie adusa man capsules nso onya na oye bema obebo adwuma awa ampem obebo pom polupapa awa ampem adietine ya pra yedudi abapra swamudu swamemakra going for session inside war adusam herbal clinic Accra La Paz Oben Las Palmas behind Pizza Man 0500 110 115 0500 110 115 055 700 9824 na phone mama bibia akoye ade amana wasasia enum adusam enupane bi na Bruno Fernandes ana ade atujosa ose Manchester United supporters no bo say abefo Manchester United in a month for hunisanom abefa anti supporters of the club enya botiam and for amatimeniam nyina ebekoye ama Manchester United anom ay Bruno Fernandes ninsema oti atujam enano play Alan Sarah ati atuja say ono de ohunisa Ruben Amorim emra ho enti onya time emfa ema Ruben Ruben Amorim or a good manager. Obetime Abuam Uma Anima Koye at Ama Manchester United with time. Ruben Amorim every year and Otuo Acheampong criticism outdoor. Among for a criticize on na some person na a humbianiho a shropia and so anyhow na de onim and say and Katan ebeye baby apesa odi Manchester United edunum ebetime adwo eno aye Ruben Amorim and what team oko Ryan Turkey na soya oye Lyon attacking midfielder nanom Olympic Lyon and Manchester United boy no masa se omu hu akoda no makana semwa onam ntenteno ho miracle dubetuo ne person enye izinti ya tisa Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim a fan of Ryan Turkey and your letters are eka yansa and no pay maminko Arsenal so yeah Thomas Partey onya go Emma Arsenal member na enough na what describe Declan Rice as Zinedine Zidane I don't know call the Twitter na say manfo shabia bon papa ninga munisa ordinary picture and Declan akokoto and otimi a caption is Zizou is back now. Ode Declan Rice to Zizou man from Akambi at the Acheampong Thomas Partey na Mikel Arteta at the Atuja say oh gamer I remember Wednesday I was Santiago Bernabeu at the Etia Arsenal and Nelson Sobia oh gamer I'm a boy over the weekend Thomas Partey Arsenal have to be confident ahead of Real Madrid showdown and Thomas Partey Nyankopon on Wednesday the return leg of Arsenal and Real Madrid Arsenal come 3-0 on aggregate and I say Humbia any game I will say Arsenal focus with confidence
and indeed we have I think we have to be confident we have to go there and play our game and try to win.
You have previous experience of beating Real Madrid with Atletico. It's the hardest win out there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's not going to be easy. We know how good they are and the quality they have from back to front. So, as I said, we have to be confident to play our game and try to win.
You're one of the few players, Thomas.
Well, I think every stadium is intimidating when you are not at your best, but you have to go there with the confidence and then, as I said, stay in our game. We know what we have to do. We are going to get prepared and then try to win.
It sounds strange, but how hard is it to go there with a 3-0 win and not knowing whether to attack, defend, how to approach that game? It's quite a tricky one.
Our game, we play our game. We've been playing the whole season, and I think it's not going to be something different. We just have to be confident.
I know I have Thomas Partey and Sarah. At the Atuja Semikrenye, Kevin De Bruyne Ofi Manchester City in Prempeno, a very difficult Sam of Metam NOP Ashet Nanai na Okope Bodola Suya or say you can't perform if you are always injured. Hebedi say Obetima performing the beer and bra wopra onya a lot of injuries afi ninga factors are ama amantim anu bia am pay afi.
Edison came off, and when we went past Gundogan, automatically felt the same feeling. That's why he came out.
Not a left back. That's true. So I played with Alex Zinchenko left back, with Philip Fagandel left back. So we find solutions many years. We give another quality. They help us, Alex and Fagan, for example, or injured of the season. So that's why the most important thing is, from my point of view, I said to the club, which players are reliable for the future. You cannot perform if you are not reliable, you are injured. So this is which players that we have, they can play every 3 days, 3 days, 3 days, or cannot play every 3 days, 3 days.
And see, I know I have Pep Guardiola now, Demetini, all camp players are, when we prepare one seminar, Castillo Lukeba, Osiakan Emma RB Leipzig. Military report to be sir Pep Guardiola a fan of Casino Lukeba of RB Leipzig. Chelsea Australia and Amadu and Anopay Enzo Maresca at the Atujas and Ukrainian are disappointed. Sir Enra on the Swiss town about 2-2 and yes, our scoreline and an outpay. I say the top 4 hope is not over. They will fight until the last whistle of the 2024-2025 English Premier League. Is Swiss town right back Ben Johnson and Atujas. I'm here proud with Amotimba and I'm a boy and an officer and Kenra. I'm put you in Bibika Krabia and victory. It's me a buy. I'm a Swiss town. I know I Ben Johnson. Nisma Atujas and I'm pay. Maminko Spain. Not meaning come on and I'm pay. I was Spain reporter. If it Barca Australia, Eba HMC some manager. Emma FC Barcelona. Hans Flick. Episode on Tuesday. Or soon Danny Olmo against Dortmund. But I used to win clearance at a fit medical team. Australia said Danny Olmo. I have fit time. But I bought side game to pay. Na Nyanko Pomwa Summer report HMC Barca and Konko sign midfielder who Pia. Omo trust Frankie de Jong na Akodana. Yebe statistics Oko prior Mark Bernard. Omo Gideon Musa. Ometime abua ama Barca midfield 2025-2026 Nima koye ade ama wamam Hans Flick ade atuka Sir Alejandro Balde Prano no Kenya Alejandro Balde aya exceptional afi ne absence ba affected to make a car number over 18-year-old be ewo enkodanmu na Torrance ababua Geoffrey Torrance or a player officer and also with the absence of Alejandro Baltano, Roberto Ashanai, not for one, I'm a bossa, Aku ete Akonanim, na Obate, na Amam for a Pusa, Sir Trent Alexander Arnold letters at the saying, Abusiam, Bibian Society, Sasam Podia Ade, at the Ama Liverpool with Sika, Amantima Mosala, with Sika, Amantima Veta Van Dyke, a bad day, Sir Ambetimi, I still in a contract in the alternative, bueno, and Madrid, I didn't come on, 90% done. So, obviously, I can't at the Madrid, Eduardo Camavinga, at the Atujosa, winner, Omunaya, over Deportivo Alaves, over the weekend, about what Mopapam or say, a Womsena Amuko ball against Deportivo Alaves, there, Namum our camp and Commando Bia Edie, the Arsenal game. Now, I say, remontada. Now, I say, may come back. Juma and me and Sma Eduardo Camavinga at the air to the Hans Flick a Kasaye after say Odin Kunim our Leganizo a Kabakwa Amantimi anti manager Emma FC Barcelona Hans Flick after the game.
Perfect. And we always think about every match is like Dortmund or like Bayern or like Atletico or like that. No, this today we fight 95 minutes or 94 minutes. It was unbelievable. And when you see the load the players have in the last couple of weeks or days.
David Ancelotti, I don't know say Emma ne papa I suspended and I say I'm happy with the choir boys and fast to see the big game awaits and a concentration in a costume pay.
Obviously, this victory gives us confidence, and that's exactly what we were looking for here. We knew it wasn't going to be an easy match, and then what happened during the game made things even harder. But being able to win gives us confidence for the match we have to face next Wednesday.
Have you spoken with Mbappe? He was a... And no, I had David Ancelotti, Hoselu, Sassuolo Kaino. I said remontada against Arsenal. There's one thing in the world that can do it, and that's Real Madrid. It was clear that last week was zero performance. But on Wednesday, Madrid remontada. And no aye and sama Hoselu at the Atuja na Florence Sophie or a director Emma Roma or say Nanko Pomwa Sama or more players bakum Yonimi and Sabia. The betting Antonio Conte the Atuja say Antonio Conte no project I was here ɛwɔ Napoli no ɔmpɛsɛ ɔbɛgya project no hɔ nti ɔbɛtena na wɔyɛ adwuma ɛde ama Napoli team no yɛbɛgyina so anɔpɛ na yɛde nkɔmfo nkroso nsɛm no si on Oyerepa TV on Oyerepa 100.7 FM.
Sports lawyer Baba Isa 10:29 on the dot. What the area Yantua Sonafe Yampem Enkoyanim legend J Batono in the Hua Nafe the show no at me at Waso Sans Amanone and if ye and 70 yawa home more and ya did bro and net anopay a yakao 362 pace first man rider a bay hairbar clinic near room our ultimate land hub bibini to map plus a tumpai insecticide spray Franco Trading Enterprise power specialist hairbar hospital mun nada ruma e baba madena fei yet me ayom hodjuma and anopay at the mamo live on Oyerepa TV and ra de ramo poku kromo oh na just aha we need landlords and landladies association brana mo paku no ntuma ai MP for kwada so constituency prof Kinsley Nyako mu nyina atimi ba ma dwumade ne kama Mr. Adomo Mr. Sorry ne Mr. Kuyokomo oh moima show ne ye kama nyame shamo na montre mo ahiem na eja wonu ado na monche wonu ado e won ntam ho no mo na de tie ne se e count 362 pesos anopay wo sorry anopay de tie no no e wo se wo se no yidi ka ye fita ansa na de akeka bia no wo de aka ho ti na meka wo se wunya count 362 pesos Samara company etu meka ekofa ba ye Food and Drug Board hwehwe mu ya anatomy ne emba me no o mo stamp ne timase ne nyina no ene se wo de twi wo si a e pa wo si fita de ne pehia no de komogia ne me wo si pa fita no ne no nko obi hwe acute angle ho awe se bibi nko hide wo ho a hey wura ho no mu a e bomodi yi ne nyina awe na afa yegu na aka de ba ko eno de yentumi nyimfre wiase wo kasa gu so wo kasa woni pam wo blow fuse wa de wo kan ye kama panso bia ne ho obetie ni nyina ne se wo nya ka 362 pel twi wo se sa nyema meka wo nsem nyina no ebe haw anopai uram e wo share shop mo supermarket a obo se bi gu ho e ma ne mpa badwom no ya no mo hwe trend no de e ko no mo de nam eno ntu bo se o mo se de be no e koton we anopai make you dogam ne nyina ye koton ka 362 pel sa de be ya ye be nyemfa so na sika no en kolok ye e 0246 cal 86 cal 47 cal 98 cal 362 pesos na fi HD 0246 86 47 98 na waye bibia what you choose here no wakotena okem oka no ipa chow say giabos ne hawana ene de abefo kwanten poso ene de service car ne fe ti na medical car chow say car no say de accident ne konya ye esi hene wo de ne so beto nsa de afre yen na yema yo towing car ne nko to emra office na fe yemfa digital mechanical shops kwanso na fe yen ene expert in accident car repairs ye wia engine no ye beti no kama ye be overhaul ne dia mam body works no ne aye ne nyina oven spraying ye be ye air condition no e wo say ye de ne bonyu ye be service e dia mam ye wie no car no electrical works ne ya anya ma wo a wona mo anija etimi atom ye wia ensa ye giabos no ya ne repair utwa ya ni nyina no ye first man ride we wie no no aye maintenance and general service of all cars at the amount ya no akai say o car ne ye kokohwe na ye hwe kura nya ya condemn a ye timi ton scratch na no so wanya kakra e de ato akire na de bia so akotofofro edi no remain first man ride company limited anopai kai say urani chim ewa ahojo runabout between Georgia Hotel and a Gritco office one mo ho and abehu yen office no ewo 0500 210191 0551 498884 na wanya Fisman Ride Company na nyama ayekama eno ntika na tiapo ada na mfamfatana so patapa new side junction said why ka no mpi wo no wo so kwa yiri wonchiri wam said be ye na betima kɔ atumi aba krobia ye mfie kotokosi akotiaba ne anwono aboa no kono bibi tuana no no ba na kyese wonwono waye busy de bia busy you busy bo ha busy for nothing oh meko akoye kokosachi na so ko ne to form meko akoye kokosachi na diabetes no kana na nai meko akoye ena nei etwe no akoka beka busu ai woto ayento efie ono mo bibia discondra aware pa bia nkoso momode na momfa nipa no nkota na so patapa New South Johnson Monday to Friday anopa no so na be atena se huebe no num na sorry eno ntia na wo kwa with the pressure diabetes ulcer gono hepatitis pile typhoid num nyina no etumi aka ho kai so wo freza 0243 345 392 0506 460 208 na wa wi bibia no ewo international mama abeho ultimate land hub asase a woto ama ya sha ase wa hankofo akotobie no asumdwemuli eno ntimu a mopen kransa ase te Shy Hills aburi ajanua pram close to Central University Tripoli ni nyina no airport city no ebia wo ho mo a mope kumase de ye ne mo nshane nso sa afrancho off Sokoban stretch ebi wo ho konkoli 5 minute drive konkoli Pentecost down ene wo twene ase ebi wo ho Shy Hills ye ne 35,000 aburi ajanua 25,000 pram 65,000 Tripoli 80,000 kumase afrancho 120,000 konkoli 175,000 konkoli 2 for 65,000 Chiransa 50,000 0241 499 946 0541 169 004 ultimate land hub ebra one office no bako awo Accra Pantan close to Pantan Government Hospital and Kumase yakoka se Guinness Junction where we no okopa bibini Toma Plus e dey two also na say we 3 year na system ni strong wa you obey nie we are the heavy wotime no mkoto mienu miensa nine na hoto na ba gastric duodenal esophageal peptic stomach pain stomach gas ni nyina no ade a obetime tu ase ebra wo no bibini Toma Plus do no ama hoto tima ba Ashtown na fe yanko the bitter pharmacy ubo sampa ebi wo hono amanyema ekoye mu amwon kan no okashi the bitter pharmacy ba konso ehye ho all leading herbal shops honya no ubenya bibini Toma Plus etimiato 0558 055894 0541 337 816 atumpan insecticide spray mekan ya restaurant bia ko ho choba bia bi ko ho office bia bi ko ho fie bia bi ko ho no se die no interfere no nsonkonsio no enwemo bia no a kasenu mu betima twam ewo ho no mo wanwa afo no mo ha adwene ye papa ya no kai so we no ye de ne 400 ml and 750 na ye de kwa ne de na kasian 750 na so che wo mo de no 400 no so che wo mo de no na ye bo modern se de lemon and lavender be fra e de ye and to spray no enjoy sa kunkum amo na wie no ura dem ho a unhia so de hwem dro bia no e de be gudam ho tiafie bia no e wo sa atumpan etimi ekoho kuma se Sokoban Accra Pokrasi AC Pitakrade Hakuna Matata 0553 082674 0553 082607 na no so awie medi mienu bewie na legend ato so dia Franco aso ye no bia tumerika afa akonya so Easter na eba no to phone ni bi koche Nokia Samsung iPhone Smart TV yes ni nyina mu no na chesen air condition no e bonyu no pai ye de me so mu lo no sanse se de si bonyu no washing machine microwave blender Cisco Ajaba jewelry Challenge Bishop Edum Old Melcon Kofo Clinic ni ukaje ho nyina no ya tete so 40% discount off 0245 316969 0560684147 and pay the medicine a power specialist Heba Hospital in akoso do ya wasemi ntumerika enton sanfra say hepatitis no yemewie wona so ye 9 times award no ya je e de aboso fatty liver no e hankrofo ye pa prostate no kofo de no de bia je se corner catheter kwhyan bemem ulcer no e ha adwene fibroid enti ye de kidney stone no ye tu ase de amawo ye de SK e de aba ye tu ase na je se wie pa ya bo modern akofa liver care no and liver problem bia wa hia no ye de etu ase mema de ye dro ye ba ko pagiri kagiri heba mixture and capsules no and ye bo modern atumrika akofi yase busumtu road do ya junction tabade aya naji estate mo mo kan no ye kwabenya ACP main road power Heba Hospital bus stop 0555 797878 0244 544422 na chese wo modern etumi atonye maybe na show no etumi wa enjoy maybe bia etuma kwesu ye boss player
right Clementino to know that CP is a Liverpool 20 and
they say they almost
yeah boy they try say ba boy they say
most me ajiwe no
they be imagine ho dem kan say
I standing ovation
yeah you imagine mamunya ho dimbe na ntamanza na mabo Every time I go on my dear.
Now, I go to Apollo Becca sent to me, you from
You decide in a meeting, say, young camp match no one this week.
Who are now some winning the Mutima intra?
Say, Omo, who comes so much 15 times.
Yeah, and
no one say, new size, you see, dying. So, you see now, Ashton, KJT, Patasano. If you was new size, then news as you sit down, you then you Omon Kings of Europe. And don't be your money. Must start to the be a PRB. You be a PM like 11. And it's no the men we are coming to be anyway, we see. Do the Omon Casa can be. Sanity. Baba wako there.
Oh,
we be a fan no. No, Baba. When do you go?
Debbie, say for some time now, me.
Wow, fitness levels no hard.
No. But I'm not probably crown. We say me tell you, me enough for me straight.
Of course. Oh, there one.
Duty call.
Oh no, say own for you man agro.
Duty continue.
Send back we bet me a cancer uti no.
Duty continue.
Say ejuma de own friend agro crack. So that's some make me say me nya ho asem. Ba me mu bi atudi. Ba no to nchen bo be ka say. The over town nchen onya mai no. O ga na ho na de ejuma di agro. So me money di.
And not if you. Oh, if there's any day I wanted to watch a game with you, and I
the match day.
Who say me play the local game no?
Yeah.
And after Liverpool match no, me share almost you can me shifting bar the Kotoko House match na me.
Okay. No more born at the same time.
At the same time. And kakra bi na me be hwe. Na Newcastle akoshe.
Oh,
Manchester
Bavon Bacho.
Na na chokran se na
o no se mo ye wa sum ja mo mpe. Mo na mo ka be kan na go. Okay.
Ni hwe mi Kotoko ni house match yi. Me ba ya forward me no way. I mean tell me TV ni da me. E say me nyo me blame ni suma me say. Dey na go free.
But one game minim dey nti decide somebody goes betchesa. I mean, last 3 goals no.
Yeah, me back.
Give away
pass from the back, be naked.
Give away sir on the chair mo. I mean, dey nti a. As on my coach the bro.
And I'm saying they can tap our corner be match game yes because me how this will happen.
Who's the Newcastle match Arsenal 3 times this season? So catch you.
I okay.
And we have another game Misru. Ombo no atata no dos.
I by the be on Jeff if you know.
And we quite have bands na na year adwuma no. That we want have bands na.
Ma come on
Hey! ABA here boss and some of baba ya be kan wa adwada. Eye nye bi. Baba ya da bi aso. Eso nsama be kan wa no. Wa bi wonte wan se wo.
Ebu so me dey nyam dey TV na ewu.
Okay. Ebu kura ebe emma bi.
Go so mo kai.
So yes TV ni channel na ya ba ye.
Dey ti am kai. Go so na me hu. So mo kai go so dey honestly have no.
Bon ba to yeah me be yeah you binti you go so ma zakin.
Ah okay ne.
We almost take ano. Exact way exact time mama nyama de na hwe. ABA Herbal Center specialize in treatment of all kinds of eye problems, glaucoma, cataract. Cataract the test will be any so be already we chira will be when a nimu a just okono ho sa problems in ABA sexual weakness, menstrual disorder and sanity nyina hypertension at the end there. Enye adwuma ne ye din. Chon de nina no oguso de aka de utwemu a obeha ma oda no ana ko bu okra 2 hours 3 hours no afiri ona aka obabi. But op challenge wo wa wani obi ana ni je iduma na idum bomodi ana rehwe no obeboa wo. Nanka doma ankro ne bono ne mpotemo na no wo. Ewo Ebenezer Preschool a ben apia kubiko store. Ewo doma ankro bi na da dwom. Na no be piem kumase kwada sojuna se ewo edwakese no achi na I say the akopiem on kran kasoa ni nyina ni number ni 0541565199 0541565199 and 0502 812 161 opese unyanche mu bia no afre number C enche ne kanjen for di mpunu mpu a wo mo be kyerem nienti a ohia nsu a alkaline water bo modiane sesi so aka wo se kanjin for number ne 0241449191 0241449191 na 0507 379474 sebeya ekwan bi ti amount ashtown there okwati wa ho me sure so no an the offer 0599 135236 ene tiwa ewo ashtown kwantempondo mo depo kase wo ho ena afisi fresh one bakwa Lizzy Hotel wo Santas Runabout kwan no so baby no okoso na ewura ha James ne ade ho so ebe ma kanje no de opa bi ado ka ewura ha ya load egum na de ko Viva Nego tablet we nyina za kitu so obehwe goals nti ene de fam nti no ye ba ya am so ye hu awi nti enche besi form Viva Nego tablet herbal supplement for pain relief so will be a pain a yaw pa hano sciatica pains ukotudwe enso etayo ya hawa Viva Nego tablet ne bo shoulder pain wa beti na ehwan na se bibisa akoso ade bi mu na ayi wa beti na se all types of pains, waist pains, ya nina na nkodan ntumi Viva Nego tablet o fire funzo ntumi Viva Nego tablet na mo bebe to aduro bia no obenya bi frɛ 0208337711 Herbal Technology for no 0208337711 near call Pillar of Zion Church International Sempakani Kwesiewa Edano Evangelist Kwesiewa General Overseer almost Easter omo dijuma Heroes Park Baba Stadium said taye no ya wada 17th April 2025 ekopim Sunday 20th April Baba Heroes Park asem na mekan anopa morning session ya nonkono na enumerasio no nsia from Easter holidays na free ya wada ekopim Kwesea do say the Lord is ready to accept you for whoever you are. Come be part of this convention and receive the Holy Spirit, and your blessings are assured. You don't feel 2-bedroom house. If you go out on you tell my maintenance, right? 2-bedroom house. Sassing young time, can see a day ni a parcel, Sokoban parcel, ben here. Vast land in front of the house. Nano na ubet so kwes ubet me to come in the cozy there. If you're in your wall in the camera. And then tap electricity and water available. And that's why you check Google TV and Facebook. Easy access to trans. If you any man Sokoban pay a parcel new site for 0599 541 771 0599 541 771. Open dance what Trema High. Oh, Yanchani, I say Ben IPT and also be free 0599 541 771. A year 2-bedroom apartment. The best you see in check crack. Harimu could be an electricity and water. Be a pool film piano. If you about for me, but I'm here, dear and common. Now, the tenant said dinner with emergency as Antony or more work on for no to do my dinner. No crime share prof. Tune for animal bay dinner can CB 21st April. Draw there bay. Antino. 054419 5525 Abedin Chemuni na Convano Chemo Amobwa special event here today General's House Together for Healing. Wa peso obwa so kobia also betimi abwa kama na ji yare ni enhwe na bibia ji and to move we ntwa to na afiba for yenko de janso ana de janso Easter homecoming no so baso or try na esha say general cleaning and health or cultural display Wednesday Thursday games football need a cake on Friday 18th the way to the cross feasting and dancing Saturday 19th April float health walk and main harvest nkwasiada ni ada sejwada yebu akonta asa akyerem se this year seminar siche ni niema kenka ho akonta bu ni Monday 21st April 2025 sana tie de janso ana de janso se de TBM se uti kroni dia woni babo yenko eche ye ba bidi nkomo afa bosume from rural bank on aiming scientific na fe grow fine yeti o headline tentem na fe yento aso
yenko ni tetem na
good
yenko na tama
aga we je ba no waka de ohun ya che
ati adi o he no betimi di aye
o se sa se na highlights na ewe nye undu we bo ni na sa
na now been crowd to supervise impeachment of Okoye United CEO tomorrow in Accra by the Greater Accra Regional Circles Council. Tama Ochina meeting kesi ekoso. Unse kotoko match Wednesday wa Accra.
And looking deceptive kakra. How can an happen grasp supervise the impeachment of Okoye United CEO?
Sir, is the CEO of Okoye United.
But how can you impeach Nana happen grab impeach Okoye United CEO? How is that possible?
Until I make by the Greater Accra Regional Circles.
Na and no class has no. Na Greater Accra Regional, someone to impeach Okoye United CEO.
Only a chairman of the Greater Accra Regional
So
Circles.
that is where the impeachment is, not Okoye United CEO.
Yes, United is the CEO of Okoye United.
And Joe Kotovo to impeach Okoye United CEO.
So he double as the CEO.
Not the double. You are not Okoye United in count. Kotovo to mean to a Greater Accra and say Okoye no Muko impeaching a fine. And then I said they were going to impeach Okoye United.
Ochina Ombeko meeting or a
Beko meeting.
Greater Accra Regional Circles.
Okoye United in committee.
There be Greater Accra Regional Circles Council.
Okay. And there's so much more committee. And no one will be to impeach Obia. But when to impeach Okoye United CEO.
It's Okoye United CEO now.
I say you are communicating.
That's his current office.
David.
His current position occupied.
Read your headline again. Can be ninety. Where can be?
Me say Nana Prinka to supervise the impeachment of Okoye United CEO.
How? I mean, you are
the Greater Accra Regional Circles Council.
I better than Greater Accra Regional Circles could impeach Okoye United CEO.
In his position,
in
his position as the chairman of the Greater Accra Regional Circles Council.
Why your headline? We have in his position. You know, normally, and until the man between board runner. There is one going to
shut order that. And public match in home. And then no much shut order that. Ochano, Wednesday match on International and won't be a meeting. Into a channel decision will be taken now. Ordinary Kunya to hold Kamakamana on social Atimiaka. We lacked sharpness.
Ordinary Kunya Koto
Omko Japan finism.
Sedenti.
Sir, you say, or a CEO of Okoye United.
Najuma Oyen.
Aha, and Oye
Greater Accra United, only Kotokoni competition.
Greater almost say on Timmy Yajumano, or a Kotokojuma and Okoye United Jumano, and my circles Nuguanegu.
Entino, impeachment, and the nipa decision, Senior. Senana at the MPP Omunya vote to a Chilomania beam. Impeachment. Is it because we are violating BB in their constitution? And as a on Yajmani,
well,
maybe per education, yes, be a woman. Say a woman say, to me, near Kotoko supporter in grab position, and Yajma for.
So, for another team.
Only Kotoko can see.
Okay, say, Tama, okay, say,
when him say Ghana crime say a mumran on football, no GFA statute, it allows you to do different divisions.
I'm not coming young as I want to disqualify a guy we are not in a contest. Division 1, division it's allowed.
And me busa say, and me busa had to do as I heard the event say. Also, board member said the DNDO Chelsea. And me busa say, what to me be a war a circle no. Emre mo na say adwuma na onye niye.
Omo de set example. There was this guy now or Amidaus, no issue Amidaus. And obepe Greater Accra Regional Circles Council no. On na kwame dan kwana ko contest omo disqualify no. Ni di no escape me kaya me ka chiro.
Omo disqualify no for what?
Or issue or Amidaus 20 me sex.
No, you bet man disqualify for other reasons.
Tama these were the reasons I make.
Not just any woman you know.
Chasupoku yes, lawyer Chasupoku.
And not just a war omo constitution.
Makai lawyer.
Aya mama ye. Aya mama.
Omo manache. Kese ka.
Aya mama ye heavy.
Omo.
Na make say we anyway.
Tama, we lack sharpness because I gave the boys some days off after backing on a long journeys across the country. Coach Prosper Nate Ogum. I said, no, be a rebel PB. I'll be said, Nakotoko sharpness, no form. Because, and I'm saying, I'm too quiet, one into no. No, do be nice, or almost some days off. Now, I affect your sharpness, no. ɛna man ra no ɛde saa draw na ɛbae no ɛde bae no nti ɔno so nkyɛkyɛm kakra
emu na hɔ deɛ but yɛbɛma no akɔ
mimi deɛ nna hɔ anaso ɔno no deɛ no
so na wo can say mente so kasa so why do you give them some days off said the organizer
to crown say
why do you give them some days off
no mo fan ko home because my break
David what is the reason why I didn't see them do some days off
say I tired
na anything to regain it so if one days off no mama bread ya then the decision must be questioned. Say, tell me, say, me say no can there, but say players are brave. Your mom knew my home said that they be do die bubble born no marry gainy baby. So if they come back and they are still tight, then what was the rationale behind the days off? Like am I not saying
lack of sharpness? No, can you say as a result of tiredness?
Lack of sharpness. Lack of sharp. Me just a dear na ma omo rest here. So to regain the sharpness and all of that. It is omo ko ba na still home no omo ko home here no. What they are. Not just say the decision probably was not the best one.
Well, that was the
se sabi ananya sa no kan no ntina. Ye kom ye betie se do sika no. Baba last one afa ye nko na.
Anger in Kotoko. I'm still not happy with Coach Prosper Nate Ogun. Wabubu Nia Egunasum. He refused to go by the Thursday meeting. But is it a red herring? The question mark and also Abahon. Efa the anger na Abano. Tama I know they na IMC from penny for the bofu. Papa just in Ukraine enemy. Omo e no mu din command there. And they know Ebufoni too much. Almost say Coach Natogum, almost say Omni Kokasa Thursday, no. And I'm catching and say, Omo say, the players no. If you feel particular midfielders will be one more. Nice on board on performance, no. Problem Bahon. Meanwhile, others now mobile, want to be Buama, want to say Yana performance in a Kosoro. Typical example, Enra. After 15 minutes, Obi Oregon Biakusi say, Blair was not in the game. Either say be a prayer nation who say Brenna and Asla went to me and yeah, he's a sharpness now coach Ogun can know. But ordinary boy, but first half year, second half near the until say pressure fee stands in the ban so and half a day. Or yeah, I would eat in Dubai and then there was stability. The upon match, I don't know, no. As my name can say, all 50 was and in fact, the two players are on by a topical as far as the discussion was concerned, no, blame it, Tenedu. Coach 90 is still on when did I am simply
na coach here na juma no on go team
Tama I am simply
the coach is working
coaches
while the coaches all parks or na juma no o say you on tie obi na eche na one you see the point is very simple coach do start so ye juma na e bobola me hu coach obi titi nchen o say coach no na aye wa juma o wi na say wa anya de be you dia you face it.
And who meeting?
I'm committee no unity. Unity. By that time, a coach here, Juman. And I got a favorable you film and favorable you film. That's now you coach.
But I'm
and now you were the no so you were Juman, you were Dinanko. You will not be the first coach to be sacked. And he said, maybe Bobo coach, I'm a committee, I just be team. Near I say you will never reach and pass, okay, but I wish him. And I said, how do you coach?
And before
me the memory you made there me you know you made papa you were there no ko baby only you ready say the onya the air can or can the busy ones and the air can there so be is at liberty but a coach who will be making substitution because he's been asked to and then you coach
say the who no and catch it say the time man for we chat na me
there's some minimum say corrections a reaction here. Hey, Harry the danger man. Nana Kwame has assistants at GARCC. So what's the need of them? Charles Opoku was not disqualified. He stood for the elections and lost by 1 vote to NKD 45-44. Good morning. The elections happened at the Old-Timer Sport at Adabraka. And you know, anything about your men's ransom. Charles Buku was not disqualified. Some say, a ball like Okoboraka. If I don't have a down home.
Let's say sharpness, not my name. Go and use your dictionary to understand tactically better. If you don't know what is tactically better, go and take your dictionary. Coach Abubakar Watara hits hard at the media. Tama, and I bought my team na boys no Kobisa and say, Coach, between team no vision team no team say na vision for no tactically better. I say with me, and now we have for 2 years. Ne, I say, mun ade tactically better. Kona ko for dictionary. Na ko define ade I can say you can be a tactically better. Then the chess will be tactically better. Or no, say no person setting the team up no. 4-1-4-1, and on the setting the team up, and on the 1 point of the baby. And go for say almost 25 minutes. Can I attend to? Now I born the 4-1-4-1. Then the 1 point of baby. Over catch and say when you tactically better.
Okay.
Generally, what are also TV now? Say what the be central for what TV here?
Bayana mbaswa monye fe to be obi busan asemno so busan say tactically better and tribune. So we on camera.
Also, on for this one chassis, one tactical better na say. Now on define it. On for
then drive also bro for akese. Bro for akese tactically better. Tactically bango. Ni azum penyin for na yom homa so. Coach penyin for no. But you here for the Abubakar Watara. What's the more how much no.
Ana we na tie fish for coach for we jagu hono mo dia na nyasam.
Nkasa de from kasa. All right. Okay. Well, Zach. Na me adom we dey wonya daji ahwehwe ni mo
Sunday, honestly, my team ahwehwe one single game kura wa chire.
Okay.
Because me free fit by am bedwara na me ba krom.
Okay.
Ti honestly obi a wo sirim bi o say me ba stadium tempa because I wanted to see environment and only after players ni kasa.
But players no call around the boy kakra na.
Boy na
adewe so no ni. Adom bebe bia na.
Menim
adom be ko bia so na asem kosi. Adintra.
This was on by.
So just said they responded.
They responded. On by as well because Enra no obiti me nchen Siba the point as me babium.
Na said on this about the team go by the head you. That's when you team of average.
No baby. Or Manchester ni kura. Manchester. Let beat me nchen so say on brand or ni ma omo for the first time. It omo do one me say so ma be e say kotoko shena nkwala no. Omoni eka team no mo so
for na on tete Saddam te for nkwala no mba stadium abroche no omo jaba. And let's stop for nkwala.
Omo coach no. Ye de show ma say. So ba ha de you know ya ba
where we odi mbacho
ya ba be go
now the 45 minutes
based on the videos here me born again am ahwe die I think say send the weekend no I agree with you the goals like there was no much effort to be here from first
and our players normally coach no on toko na
first goal no apart from the first goal, I'm going to say that one was you give credit to Lucas. It was properly worked, and then they worked it very well based on this video. I'm sure how the build up started, and that start from Ishak then very good finish from Tonali. Sabowi, the shower you complain because you credit.
So bet
no. Initially buy a bet na have right on the mobile.
No matter the back we are.
And no on kahon but you almost say referee on introduce you on to rate
man introduce you
referee you what referee be din
referee introduce you am
Tonali mo is linked to the Tonali the amount Tonali mo koy antena story na about Tonali
as an godfather
on kahon and you know I think say he is free to go but for this we go from what The 3 goals na you look at it say go
so that's a new nana them
and
back on
I don't goals in apart from there 4-4 na all kicking no I'm surprised me say no football in the goals in it was not at fault apart from the all kicking na because goals in the boy he can nobody keep a bent in way you are not going you can see poor defending. Look at Dalo. She cry Obafan Aquano. A right back. They allow you choose simple like this. You better show him to here. The Dalo church. We.
So
no clear face Amas. No Ahmad Waba. That Amas. Go win so. After when you mistake no or slip is or slip you no Mazrao Lindlo Lindlo for church here instead of you two yes you should be crossing up but only mom air quality no just space na ma bounce and the misa no oko I saw some picture bi and I'm who and me say hey na be was man be was obrepa so man you need kotoko
and I was
time na me picture bi na Bruno Fernandes if you know the captain Ekobo Lindelof and I'm say this sums up the club Manchester United. Say in 2025 if your captain is leaving the field the captain Haman Ekobo Bia na Lindelof it sums up how the club but I want to believe say second half no we said attention no maybe I never Lyon match no
Europa no here
you sha na you know and check we changes kakra no try say obenyo more fresh and ready for the Thursday Europa League against
to our concentration over Thursday
no I want to believe say Saturday second half no we show more demeanor na no person reserve energy for Thursday Europa League no it's you better also top 4 now interesting no now 5 teams realistically 5 teams are vying for the next 3 slots. Our medium people are trying to bring Arsenal in to make it 6 but Arsenal can't. Arsenal and Liverpool there. I want to believe say they've secured the 2
that grow with you.
So who's in a discussion now and we share and Newcastle share and then Arsenal comes.
No, Newcastle almost will not take Arsenal off the top 4.
No,
Arsenal bem for the second position. What I said, the issue is not top 4.
Yeah.
It's the second position and Newcastle can pick it.
Yes.
If they should win because they have a game against Arsenal. And the more but not the top 4.
The top 4 is make because we share Arsenal Villa 54 points. On the wall 7th CCI, then Arsenal 63 and 9 points difference between Aston Villa and Arsenal. And so share games now Canada on paper. Yes, Arsenal can still be out of the top 5 or top 4 now. I say whether top 4 to top 5, they can still be out of it based on points now I to play for no. But realistically, I don't think that discussion should not come in. Liverpool and Arsenal don't move. Now 5 teams now I can I'll move on for the next 3 slots no. And Asamaba home. Now Newcastle, Nottingham Forest, Man City, Chelsea, Aston Villa is going to be interesting. And which points I'm supposed to be 57, 56, 55, 54, 54. So one slip you are in trouble. Just one slip you are in trouble. And fixtures now can. Very interesting.
That looks like almost more forces here.
I can 6 matches.
Almost more forces here no remain.
6 May 12. 8. That'll be
18 points.
18 points. Me say mathematically they can go out. Smaka
of the top 4.
But
I never been to now the other 4th no. Arsenal leading on how many points? Almost 56. Arsenal leading 9 points.
The other 4th.
56 no. Arsenal leading 9 points.
Arsenal soon started drawing.
Oh, Arsenal no more draw the Obi about Champions League about draw. Why they say?
Newcastle one outstanding.
So I'm saying that Newcastle clears the outstanding game. The rest of them you need 9 points to overtake Arsenal.
And you 18-5.
I can't. And so are you saying that Arsenal will lose 4 games?
Possible.
Oh dear.
Now some last 2 games, I'm drop 4 points.
Now some about draw. And they never lose the 2 games.
Points.
So You look at the fixtures, you look at the games involved. Now some of my cans, nothing shows that they are winning all their matches.
Now so far a year, over Newcastle.
Are they winning all their matches?
Newcastle last 2 games. Picky City last 2 games.
Well, the league is not the last 2 games.
So what I'm saying is, based on the team's nature, no.
Because you won your last 2 games, it means you win the rest of your games.
I'm not saying that. Analysis na no. The omaye. Our model ko manim.
Not any analysis no from the why you do baby Adam.
Then there's a league in Arsenal that first.
No, Arsenal the second.
And I'm saying Saudi and come better first.
No, we are almost that first in argument. No, I'm saying that when you are left with 18 points to go for, now say all the 9 points, you have to lose 3 or 4 out of the last 6 matches. Now I can say they will lose all these matches to take them out.
And which is possible?
I mean, what kind of analysis would that be?
Which is possible because
everything is possible.
Yes, into the last 2 games, Arsenal about 2 games. Oma pick 2 points from 6 points.
So I'm saying that those who have won their last 2 matches, they lost other games. That's why they are not second.
But yeah,
so if we want to draw conclusion based on last 2 games, that will not be a fair conclusion.
And then fair.
So the 2 matches. And the next 6.
And the young pick games Bianca say you could be 3 games, 4 games, 5 games. We should look at
when you are looking at league table at the end of the season. You have last 2 games that actually. I can't good point. How can you say you draw because you draw last 2 games and somebody won last 2 games? It is likely say
race not a point. But what decided to drop points. I wasn't fan count.
That would not be a good conclusion. Say because my both draw last 2 matches. And we'll be winning the last 2 matches. And therefore, the probability is that
why are we discussing the teams today? Because
we are discussing them because of the matches they played yesterday.
Newcastle winning. Arsenal more draw. City winning. And not just 1 game.
Anyway.
Baby, mathematically, yes, they can go out. But realistically, I don't see them. And for example, look at the Aston Villa fixtures. Obo Newcastle, Aston Villa or Newcastle, our away game against Man City, our game against Fulham, Bournemouth, Tottenham, Manchester United. So what it means in say, almost 6 matches now, so to based on the class and any Premier League, Aston Villa cannot win all their matches. At 6, they can't win 4 of these games. Games against Newcastle, Man City, Fulham, Bournemouth, Tottenham, and Manchester United. And the Ocean Aston Villa fixtures now, they cannot win 4 or win the 6 based on the teams that won about Bono. And the Arsenal made them officially realistically they are out of the discussion in terms of the teams able to top 5 anymore. They will be in the top 5 because of fixtures now. Teams no so Bono, but. Let's see. The top 4 has been I interested. So top 5, I are very interesting. Let's see what will happen because of Champions League games in Internal. I think teams now no more Champions League or more. Who say PSG podi? Ye mamoda still bolo. France for mamoda still say there be enough energy to go and play a game against I think say the La Liga were not fair to them because I'm one team over Champions League midweek here. Ball game on Sunday, but still now they won by a long goal. Even though Mbappe record na very horrible tackle from Mbappe or record, but I think say they will still have Monday, Tuesday, 2 days to rest and face Arsenal on Wednesday. You know, so today a normal weekend and. Baby, you mentioned that nimbe brisa ewa monane.
Good. So then, yeah, Mr. Otuo. Now, Mr. Otuo, you go school no. Say Otuo exams now when you're 36 warrior
percent.
Yeah, warrior pa. And Mr. Otuo no master sir.
Oh, that's a fail. And in some schools, 45 is still a fail.
Until 36 and be fail be a complete fail.
Okay.
Ruben Amorim ne nipa. Omoyame Ejiedi said he's going to take United to the promised land. Before so no the sports and I call 11 matches, 11 wins.
Remember Europa?
Yes. But you go to the uncommon. 11 matches, 11 wins with Sporting CP. And I remember saying Metanaka said consistently me sure Manchester United team near that one. Now me share the storylines around manager Eric Ten Hag. They are all back. Me and him so betimi abaye a relatively lower league where a manager is performing, a manager doing well in Portugal. Wetimi extending about Europe kakra. Oh, on the system, on the identity, betimi don't say Sibuaka says we know ye. But no need top class football managerial experience. Say team kesiye ye de show on saso ye no nibi. On it hard there no changes and our gap ni mo bebre. And the last thing was huge expectations. Now man for onyamba credit di ehye ni mu say agenkwa ni. But some of us were consistent say it is not going to be a smooth start for the manager. In fact, it can even take him 2 years based on United spending ability. Say Oto and fire better for Framan. Tokro da high better ama yen kanchiro say try na manage players me ye. The level of competition in the Premier League, how talent distribution in the Premier League equal in almost every team. Because for West Ham to have players like Kudus, Paqueta, Mona, and Yasem Ketuao with Graham Potter as the manager. Yes, oh, ko be a homa. On no so many players I can see or coach our idea on so. And easy run, mano. Just like Anya easy run for Eric Tian, moving from the Eredivisie to the Premier League. A similar story in your cancer to Ruben Amorim. But that conversation here different, Kakra. Now in the Premier League, we're coaching about 21 matches in the Premier League. We're winning 6. Yes. And we're losing 10. And we're about draw 5. So the total number of points that Ruben Amorim are picking. Go to 23 points. We're in all competitions. We're at Manchester United in all competitions. But when you focus on the Premier League, 6 wins in 21 matches. And we're to points accumulated percentage, 36%. And this is in Premier League. Points accumulated, 36%. So too. When you're 23 out of 60.
Is he not prioritizing the most important things?
Yeah,
they say now the league is out of hands. Let me concentrate.
But the kind of scoreline.
The analysis will not look at that too.
They can play against Lyon and lose. They can. But they
can win.
And they can win. But winning against Lyon is not the Europa League title. There are other hurdles.
It's a semi-final.
After that, there are other hurdles. And also, but what I mean, come on, I say. But the Dawes say near can United about this weekend. And no one thing. There's issue of confidence. Sometimes we pick confidence from other matches, not transferring to different matches. If United as a Newcastle, Akukudroni GD Ebebo ahead of this Europa League game against Lyon will be a different story compared to you losing 4-1. No matter the kind of team I operate, the fact that we're losing 4-1 introduce new discussions. For instance, drop Onana, you introduce a new keeper. About concede 4. Are you bringing Onana back? What is going to be the confidence around Onana and the defensive setup of the team? Once again, we are taking this opportunity to remind the Manchester United faithful, say.
So why would you not bring the Lyon game in? The key changes kakra preparing for them.
Nami ya domwa. Si fear the Everton na United a qualifier. Ya bebo mawaso. But the Dawes say so akwa akobo Newcastle no lose 4-1. It was 1-0, 2-1. But this is a disgraceful scoreline. And it represents the true margin, the true gap between the teams are almost fighting for the Champions League slot and Manchester United at the moment. Coach, you know, Abotrena Nyebeko Swaka Somunyama.
All right, young guys.
Now, Yabompa say, Samano, they will give him the right resources, which is something that I doubt. Whether United will break the bank to solve issues for key positions. Oto onsena you didn't come Saturday about Manchester City. A choir within a single space, one transfer window, January, already players for buy in fixing their key issues. United need that if they want to bounce back to the top. So too, Kylian Mbappe is the top scorer for Madrid this season. No doubt about it. But in the last 4 matches, story in AI Basaka Kadiama Kylian Mbappe. In the Champions League, Mr. Otuo show up against Atletico Madrid, away, against Arsenal, against Real Sociedad, and against Valencia. And this weekend, he picks a red card, Elborn. Otuo, and you may I in the Madrid. Vinicius is having a bad season, no doubt about that. But Mbappe now GDA ban him at the point. Now in all competitions around 32 goals are near Bonabasono. The last 5-6 matches, Mbappe is fading off. Now so to Adeba quite hard say the red card that the boy picked introduced a new form of pressure. I want to so ahead of the Arsenal game. I has those fine margins, no. I have a free bonum. But so the ball no the red card. Now ball another match. One sign a good game pay. Now the theory of you being a bad player and now say your form dipping, no, I have a reality. Barcelona's form is impressive. Almost a 1-0 against Leganes. Rebecca say just 1 goal. But it's a mark of a champion. It was a gamer. Leganes is fighting for almost relegation. They need to survive. But you feel the fighting spirit in this Barcelona team. How they defend collectively. You talk about the Inigo Martinez last minute tackle. Rebecca Rafinha at the end. Rebecca Sesni and the kind of saves here. And Barcelona's ability to pick the right spot. One chance, normally the ball not to net, then they'll be leading you. Barcelona team na Barcelona. Hansi Flick is doing a wonderful job. Jumana opinion in a broso. What Chelsea winim Diana winim de. So shade Maresca here with Chelsea. To papa so and now it's me born more day. What China Diego. Moto. What check what some of the young managers are doing to some extent. Moto. The fight for the league. Yababa Ateta also for what he's doing in the Champions. The man no credit can't sama. Ateta really did not fight for the Premier League the way we expected him to fight for the Premier League. But the mark of a manager, why you be paying here, say, or buy or mouth the magic touch, and that is what Hansi Flick at the Ababeshe Barcelona team. If it was Xavi, you had the confidence and Barcelona will be fighting for the treble. He will manage the squad so well to the extent that they will look formidable in every competition. Opinion I had them to Yambona.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let's do. My main rich the kaka, and I say, I bet that issue with 50, but big. Chelsea fight for a Champions League slot now. Every game, the expectation of Chelsea fans ahead of getting Champions League qualification aba from kakra. And they say over weekend games here Baswa. Nottingham against Everton, Newcastle against Manchester United, City against Crystal Palace, Chelsea against Ipswich. Ipswich the 18th on the Premier League log. It's over clubs are more competing for Champions League slots. Chelsea ninya the weaker position. Ipswich. Na the master no ya rehone say Ipswich taking lead 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. Na Chelsea back abetete amabo na 2-2. Chelsea problem ne there. Obi a when opportunity to watch Chelsea bia ehu. Yes, ubetimi blame Enzo Maresca. So ebia ne lineup, ne system, ne changes on manage Chelsea players ni. But what na sidin na we Chelsea team ni ya compared to mom no more competing no. Me sure say offer Nottingham Forest, offer Newcastle. You can select some individual players within the team. Them coach Chelsea center back position. Them Chelsea center backs. How many about Chelsea center backs? Omo quality to say. We a clubber for so many years after Abramovich beto team no. What say omo with world class center backs? Eti ukofa center back bia na adini begina wa. Zoto se onu closer to Oma period and Chelsea is successful no more na. The Chelsea supporters will not even feel say we drew sa level no. But Oyerepa Nottingham Forest for me to say Milinkovic almost from Fiorentina. Eba ye control actually ho. He looks better than Chelsea centre backs ni nyina. For Newcastle City any more problems this season. But me sure say Chelsea was centre back we ought to say Ruben Dias. Co teams number 4. Caicedo, yes, he's good. Enzo Fernandez, kakra. But on no level na Enzo. So when how me see hyper Enzo.
Okay. Enzo at Chelsea.
So at Chelsea no. And then we share Enzo with the Argentine national team. Now we Enzo at Chelsea. I never go hand Chelsea in the to when consistent and they when good gamer or channel when bad game. But they picking Newcastle me for this no. For Bruno Guimaraes, for Sandro Tonali. Based on their mind in this season, these two players will easily walk into the Chelsea midfield. And on Obama hopes, actually Chelsea midfield there's no more to say. Pick Chelsea attack when they lead. Nicholas Jackson. Where your club up? The last time I'm Zoto, Omoji Premier League, you know. No more Diego Costa as their striker. Deciding big games for Chelsea. For Chelsea goalkeeper, Roberto Sanchez. Pick the top 10 clubs in the Premier League. Why goalkeeper Roberto Sanchez be to know? But only that Chelsea possible. Coaching there, Anka, over the history of Chelsea as a football club, anyhow, Italian coaches score homoya. Anka, you expect Enzo Maresca say, obey there, Claudio Ranieri. Roberto Di Matteo. Even Gianluca Vialli crown Omoton as a player, Chobey coach. No, Vialli was not this bad. Yes, Omo Europa, Omo semi-final after beating Legia, Conference League. After beating Legia Warsaw by 3-0. Robert is for Naomi. Robert is for an order.
Robert is a sum anyway, Mobon. Robert is not Anthony one.
I want Anthony one. Robert is for an Robert is for an order. I would say him too. Robert is for an order. It's Chelsea team now no offer. What you say? You about 3 more next season. And I say players never honor Chelsea standard. But what funny me Omisua? Baby, I'm fool say Chelsea lacking say. So to Chelsea defense no. And your defense they compete for Premier League. Check the number of goals at Haaland Dema City. Show Mo Salah goals or Dema Liverpool. So show mo numbers in. Now we Chelsea, Nicholas Jackson. Oh here 10 chances as I'm to watch 1. One team got to center forward. And the strength should be in the opponent penalty box. Nicholas Jackson ball outside opponent in the penalty box or a world class. Or no opponent penalty box average player. The man outside the box no. You could put my money. But we wrap penalty box Nicholas Jackson, the ordinary striker. It's me a short some money man they need to spend. Get a good goalkeeper because club will move from Peter Cech to Thibaut Courtois. Even when a motor keeper from the Spanish league, he was one of the best goalkeepers in the Spanish league. And about Chelsea and Timianco. And they look at Chelsea goalkeeper Roberto Sanchez. Whether now the goalkeeper we are competing, do there, and you're my bedding. Manchester and Newcastle game, you know. The zone him say for a little over like 52 years. And Newcastle share Manchester home and away, and this is no more repeating. Adeɛ sɛ bi a Manchester bowl game of Premier League biano almost sell more record. And it's happening under Amorim. Psychologically, your coach is not good for you. See a better girl. Says
don't say record. Say Ten Hag na SS. Amorim say kasi. Amorim
about you Ten Hag connect him no that say. The mom.
Yeah, baby.
There no more that say.
Oh, not 13 oh baby.
No more than 13.
Say yeah. Say
no more than 13.
Never. No, the Cosmary Ramos.
Oh, Rama. No, I have a beer. No, I have a beer more money.
4 points off top 4.
13 points. 4 points. And I'm a Pamota, David. And I'm a Pamano. There will be checking, so I can't tell you. Checking. So, we share Manchester United team now. It looks like another season will come out.
It was sacked on 28 October 2024.
Another season, Beba. Manchester United. Ever say Pamu players be no matter for players for Frasaba. Yes, Enra. Oyi the players no do na no. Oyi mo do mo tranchen. But we United centre back pairing. Anyhow, Newcastle reduce to the level of as a team who relegation. So I score line any born and the Newcastle for the Manchester no. I don't dey Southampton for. And the only difference is Manchester United and Manchester GC. So we show bo ni bi and on 2 clubs now. And what is a Premier League Southampton equal relegation now. Over the Manchester by Southampton. There was nothing Manchester about United team in Enra. Quality of play poor. Decision making poor. Tactically poorly organized. Newcastle could have scored more than 4.
Aston Villa 18 points, 4th position. United 11 points, 14th position.
That's a 7.
No, that's
14. 7 points different.
14.
Yeah.
14. 7 points different. How many matches?
9 matches.
9 matches. There's a name Mundu baby. And
28 October.
I thought we were 14 for 11 points.
9 matches. Then I'm worrying about.
No. October.
9 matches.
Premier League.
It can be possible.
October.
Okay. Possible.
The league started in August.
Possible. Then I'm worrying about matches, Pao.
About 21 matches.
And they say, I'm worrying. Oh, but Mamma Ruby said, Vanistra by no, on my United points.
Vanistra didn't play only one Premier League.
No, about draw. They're not share Leicester.
Cup.
Okay. It was Momo 1 point. But I offer United team in now, Mizutu. Omo 38 points, my boy. 38, and then so this is England for the 5 teams. The difference between Baby United that need team or that 5th position, which is Manchester City, 38 and away 55. Hey, I did ask me. I didn't know anything. I didn't know anything. I didn't. To work by the normal Western more. It is over the castle. Yes, over the castle league, you know, or improve United team. The league in there, he has not improved the United team. Our Western team. No. It's next season, Lotto. You better have Manchester United. You sure say do as a kid to better find the pen and the paper. You to play away, you to way. Play a beer who was as usual Manchester United in Toronto after the exit of Sir Alex Ferguson. Play a beer. Lotto check away. Play a beer. Play a beer where United in Toby. Sakito. At the point, Moko Far Bastian Swiss Tiger, who was a World Cup winner.
Oh, Tiaga, no, that's a Robert Cravey.
I'm say. Swiss Tiger, but I got that time.
Tamana, or Bobo Rana United, you know, United. Was down on football.
Look at what Bama did.
But one bad in his prime.
Look at what Bama did. Player Ben
told legs time and win
at the point, Bogota
Fakao by nowhere.
Omoko Holland League. I got told the best player in the Holland League. Memphis Depay. And your Manchester and I got told Di Maria from Real Madrid. And you United no. It's a player Ben Amontono. And as I say for now, it's not like the profile down the Bebano. A choma. Post Ferguson
say Amorina Cheso or no obeto the Udogu type. Uhemwa realist they've been better. Boy no buy no giving Sika on the turn on how he came was solve a particular problem.
Problem na
now United in that problem or that position again.
Problem na the biomba na so no.
Una don't go anebo. Yeah, maybe.
It was.
No, yes, Milan. So I didn't know money Adiana because they don't show no. And then I don't jump for na.
Say on say
money Adiana.
And yes, money Adiana. So coaching.
Very easy to do.
No. Because say you change system no. And on say any system be a Milan be free to Hernandez any Rafael Leao no mostly Milan ya resource. Or go to a 3-back system. Until reduce the defensive work. Until defensively is weak. Until reduce the defensive work no. Rafael Leao dropping back because about 3-back now Muslims too. I have a lot of options to defend. Until it was a system at least players need to me a sell and no good results. But the big test any games a do money. Clubs on my ball in the 3-back system or matches on do to say Atlanta. Sunday Milan ball against Atlanta. Atlanta since the appointment of Gasparini abo in a 3-back system. Okay. It's when you meet such a coach one master 3-back now. And on the bench also we need Denise no.
So the signs are good.
Oh yes, it was good. And Mega say Milan third best performance of the season. Uyi, Omni Real Madrid, Uyi Omni Inter the first leg of the season. Now offer Friday game no ma. What to say? You to know enuna.
Oh, we go never. Other Juventus also improve.
Yes,
since Omusaki coach, you know, I've seen them.
Yes, the amount of Omanya, and your bono, but there is kind of fighting spirit.
3-back now, used to.
And there is some fighting spirit to be able to players. Even if Omane
players,
Omane let a game now. It wasn't like an excellent Juventus side, but they were almost fighting some winning. It was a good week.
Babo, we are banning. Issues kakraba na kwame headlines na the buy no. Sir. Ngofofi said you were not fair to the issues.
Number 1,
Omane Koye said the answer they go to go for good to go chairman. And a circle on sensem. Meanwhile, Oko to Adibi from constitution more as this ABB nimsa. Charles Opoku be contest and Kwame too no.
Charles Opoku
also say
the
issues around it, no.
At a point was disqualified.
At
that time, no Wabi Downs.
That Kwame too no contest man na Kwame too no. Okay. But people are also asking, say, at this point in time, how should this be an issue?
Kotokobo Wednesday.
Anyway,
Accra Lions. Yeah.
Why should this be an issue? To go and create problems in the circles in the Greater Accra. Go ahead there, why chairman?
A circus no problem with Greater Accra.
Remember, say you don't go and muddy it. Say, I don't know a chairman or be a chairman, be only patron dinachi. Some may play some good rules. So you go there, and when we have to see them, why now? At this stage. Anyway.
I'm going to use a question.
Okay, never. Go to the David Obeng says about so bad Rolex watches blinking. Oyerepa and YouTube money doing very well.
David Obeng
Obiako will say Jibo a Frenchman. Even Frenchman.
And I don't know what a Frenchman. Tell Enra Obia no Baba Manco, but me born TV so. Before said season way just about the best attendance at Kotokoenya, probably after house in the Kotoko match. Say,
problem will be only baby or can was him.
Oh, but
fortunately for us, there are people in the room who were at the stadium. It won't count the attendance.
Beyond me also pen confoir, me more money tamami. Because Nami will be the identity. and the entire say Sunday no papa na me hu say me phone unknown number be free. I was getting ready for church inti na me person me pick it cry. Me pick it ya na kotokofi ase na me kasa. Ka kire me say match ni ye enra no and that omu hia me say me mra stadium. And I want to believe say Sana
no me go kwa untiana I know I'm from Ombetues Ghana. Omo ya rom di me omo fa mo Ombetuano. Enye omo mo ko mi card no mo rom because omo we still
I want to believe say maybe can I want to believe say a call many other people honomo. Tama if you say it's a good step because now no na ye can players omo e call media tour and making sure say any supporters be kasa say ball na kotoko ball no sisi no ye be hia momra kotoko e mo de ball no e kosoro at least obi anim sisi obi di na ton kotoko match when nya obi akwa no obenya samba o na bi a obetimi di na ton there are other players a almost so mo de ball no pejan kakra o mu nyina o keka ka mbo mu a enti e be draw ni pandia ba enti na hia me na pese me hwe attendance no ampa so no attendance no feel say one of the best kotoko nya season we mu tina my me say kotoko enhye na ka omu fanyina so na fe ka omu dia promote more kra but ade say obi omu nye obi abodro but ade say kotoko obi a wo kotoko mu say we MC member say we technical team member say we playing body say we supporters leader and now we even ordinary supporter ehunu ne say in football tama a win draw or lose and that kotoko played against one of the best teams in the league. As I said, and sometimes in games like this, results will be say and I'll be timina. As I know so that a band say ya matches I can win no wash. Tama Obekaya. Tama Obekaya. People were advising say Sawakotoko issue of the points that check other teams now. Ye could be the actually be say better still on that no now I best say was a distraction clearly Sano mani nyina no say omo de to nchen na focus no the remaining matches no say kotoko person oji league na the remaining matches in here because they see here only Gold Stars no iron neck to neck no as omo ji to say Gold Stars in 3 points be the baby try no on pam on ko yina on ko nsuo eno ane say obeda sorry ane the 3 points na no ti say idea all hands must be on deck omo eso mo stadium no mo nyom no mo nko obi anya na juma tama house of folk impeding no misre wo mo se wata on pese otre team ni mu a omo peru ofu from fama no coach Abaka Watara so no making na omo nko pe obi a eba coaching na say ye kire coaching no tama who say coaching no enye de no on the field training grounds no nko awo while the game is going on no coaching becomes very important so who has matches are na say ye ball na me nka de omo ye wo training grounds because ene de ya na me ni ho na mom de wo hwe ne de ya na wo coaching no wo hwe eruna semtwe ni ko bi say ya na coach ni bofu no has set up na me hu ye I may be wrong but me hu a 4-1-4-1 setup Thomas setup no e che say wo last one no wo obi a ni hold up play no wo soro aye bobo no ma na obetima hold atwen ama ebi no be ka no ho no pressure on the vision for defense ni so men who has defense na ye for no so a tokro dem as a vision for no say nya respect no munya de man has na ko mo bo hye no mo hye ne nkabam
2 minutes there now defend
so kabo hye ne nkabam eti tama me feel say has been for no
okay
Watara bia omo mpek obi no me coaching no na ono no ebia man different duties ebia ebebo no ko
so bad
no to eno Ghana Premier League ne ba so na Asante Kotoko coach Ogum ne technical team no so omo hwa ade bi ye me to me interest credit need the amount for catching behind the scenes the one in shade here me sa the here me ye be gina park ne so a then e koso first after league ni ko break e back no the one goal project no asan baby. Kotkoshe Legon City is 2-0. Then 1 goal against Samates. Young Apostles 1 goal. 1 goal against Chelsea. 1 goal against Baseke. 1 goal against Heart of Lions and 1 goal against Bechim. So after say league in a bar back no, in 8 matches Kotkoshe 8 goals. And this is after the team signed 3 strikers. Fa Minta, Fa Kwame Puku, and Ofa Eduku. So how can see back one down here? Sa Santa Koko team no so too. Na ye gidi say o manim ho no na akwaya obetamo ankwanti ye di bi ba beka ho. And these were players are coach ni nya abotre more training grounds before say or authorize their sign. So far Otuo ye impact to the exception of Kwame Puku. And the team is back to the stage where the one goal project na any go so.
Maka ni homo body.
And I mean tabe bobi and ready kube bobi. Eduku DM so too. Pigeon papa na nye say near the bokotoko. Gidi amount for who ni muno on timin daned. In tasso by no fine ye be padium because plenty players near the free bench bar to timbe ye jumano. But no crane so mujano ewo form. So mutimi pigeon. Any idea back. Number 2 so too. Genim se Kwame Puku ene Albertamwa ne other players. Baby omo ya ade pa say when they are closer to the penalty box hona Mr. Otuo betimi adi omujuma. Here is a Kotoko team. Most of the matches after set team league you know eba also back from the break no. Coach Taibo 2 number 9 about 9 for me you know. Wabo Minta Kwame Puku about Albertamwa.
Ball in a 4-4-2.
It's more of 4-3-3. One operates from the wings.
Okay.
But the number of chances are elko enim ho for no. Ewo form. And so bo omo mienu and you are not getting the chances are. Na kwa say omo gire ni mo kwa because omo be chira ba be pra be fa ball no omo be chira ba be pra fa ball no omo be dura ni mo no ida so omo bre yesunsa omo anaso omo ntimi fa ball no nyehwe. So there should be an issue of fixing the midfield because the midfield of Kotoko is not creating enough chances for the forwards. We're technical. Na born betting aboa me o ma me go na Bechem United share no. To yaka number 9 for no, yaka mfimfi ho na create chances. Kotoko considered a corner kick. Go na buy and I consider against Heart of Lions. Na a corner. And ye pem share Kotoko. Corner. And ye pem share Kotoko. Then Enra a similar example. Another cross comes in, free header again. Me as happen. Born on come back to when the goal was scored. So do time I born the crack box no bet me a pulse mamia. We think many bejepa. It raises issue about the organization. You too. This is the Kotoko defense. At the time the ball was kicked. Now her time I born Eban. The first and second ball was in the hands of Bechem United players. Me no. Se born bet me zoomi we are mamia many bejepa. The first player nanka first born Obefano was a Bechem United player. The next one there twice was another Bechem United player. How do you allow say a corner? Not players mienu from your opponent. So to omona ball no omu twaso mienu obi ansho omuntem. Atrese efa we hu a ntumi to this is it. Bechem United players mienu twaso. Ana Kotoko players mienu wo machi. Which is wrong. Because we am far, we be far. Inti ansana beba mu amu wa achiri ho no. No more pemashe. So at least it raises issue of the positioning of the Kotoko players. How omo mark here? And the first one ent me ahead, na first Kotoko player ent me ahead no. 2 na we achiri ho no. Plus even third one na ho no. They were just standing there. Into so no one in the middle.
Kotoko defender ba kwa edinachi ahe ball ne free side be never
I say never nti ono antimi ahead no odane nani go to odane nani and there was another Bechem player.
Okay so onwa your head say
because there's Kotoko player be in 50 and I just said they were not having players that you can have 3 players on the far side. Nobody is marking, nobody is closing.
All right.
And to coach, when you issue of fatigue because amount for Kotamale, ebe sinko Accra Koshe match. So when a twat no be to and you know the fixtures. And one will be bar also no. Will be so bossy.
Right.
And you to last week, Kotoko had a whole week. And ya midweek to say Wednesday ya Kotoko and cry akobonu. This Wednesday, and on me a train no chamo kwa. But last week after the Pando game, Mobe drew back Monday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if you come back and you complain, say there's an issue of fatigue. Yeah, Mobe engine too.
Thank you, Zach.
Technically, there are issues you need to work on, Mr. Otuo.
Sir, if you watch the Kotoko game very well, you clearly see a problem of a structure. Mr. Sir, Bejenfono, as a born, Omuku Minima. Quite a mufa to see a born, Edocono. Like it's very exciting to watch when they are
with him good you back to qua. I say I never says you.
No, see,
I didn't hear money, sir. We go to go to coach a beer or mom fan in terms. As for bar, no best team said okay, fair. No, I didn't.
See, sometimes you know the about time. Sir, assertion say nah.
And you see, with all that, this is the way the team has always been playing.
That's almost I don't know. So you only come in
and then that star no the team be any be.
So idea woman say so and the football are going to be Arsenal. You should be able to you should be ready to run. And this idea na Kotoko has and kolan bono. Listen, exceptional players.
About Real Madrid in playing for never.
Unkola say the whole about it in Mombo. They are playing exceptional talent should play. So born I born and no. Emra, they do not do Kotoko Bechino. Nay, boys are America too. No, they are the difference. Boys, no, if because of how long they are, on which born are, and my food and a is it bono, Yasho Bonacho? No, born and Bechem boys, no. Mufu na can once a mean, and no Bechem boys, no. The robot says, no, it's 17-year-old boy. Rascal, a Wawunipa Royba.
Okay.
Rascal on the board of the message, Jesse.
No, school born.
He's 17-year-old boy. Eti I want the energy now, one of you for no to Micano. Eti Blabako 1 to no bre or no mre.
But that playing experience.
Eti experience no. I want to have a problem because everybody you have experience mentally, but mentally no, you are not. I want to know back experience no. Yes, no, na mre. Hey, sa akbobi born na Kotoko no mo left back here o mo nyina mo go fa yi. E fa nsem oh be chele back yi. Akwa. No so akwa no jibo no okwo na nima. Na o jibo no okwo na nima. You quality, you will see clear difference quality. So Ogum on tia say baby the play issue no more raise no ebia overuse no
semuni
what can say do baby
coach so bad
everybody no your company say o ti play match Kotoko we do can play 90 minutes 10 minutes na go yen I have 10 do
na go yin ya go take
what you can say I repeat Kotoko for no the best technical player amongst boy of do no you know what your last 3 or 4 matches anytime he comes in he solve the problem but maybe as a man more that's it sorry man start it anytime he comes in he solve the problem on now because all the ability to control game to calm nerves you know the here sir playmakers number 6 now multi-board from deep play fence area no on the name side here but I don't
do I make a cry you better ask the wrong you in a brand abasin be say you need be 6 minutes at best edge driver be for passenger for me and son from Asaf Market Junction to Fumeso Odu minimum refer Asaf Market Junction Fumeso Odu ma Joso no de omukoye owie oja obi eja ne shirt me and son I have an event
Goy filling station
doctor Esubati one I know junction no
I said na the Asaf Market
oh okay what will be a number near 0541815497 0541 will be a jack shirt 3 new African shirts wrapped 0541815497 and 0242160911 0242160911 obusome for rural bank mayen services or say you know savings account, current account, fixed deposit, susu savings, special account, joint account, trust account. There will be a open bosia bra, susu loan, micro groups, overdraft, agric loan, bonanza, and a business commercial loan. Yen sisi ya suye keseno nsuem number 2 esiwa asafo adeshiman bodusango bekwai ota phone number nto ho nyina be bosume fe ho rural bank for e-bank no be dial *992# *992#. Frabusman from the Siana no Munin come for Sikasem 0548 533 050 0548 533 050 0243 600 002. You after Mummy and Connie and Kana go find the Macan was Masaka beam ya kakuku and in Habayafra. Yet the Union and Sabia Benya Canam Krum na fe yanko na bibia enya kama 0244596532 you go
Enwa game ni koso na metese kotoko supporters ni bi di kwa mpuku atem dina tem
kwa mpuku amofi woni na mu
na afiko mu refi kwa mpuku go sawashe ewi asesa na tie mezotu ezo mu se team ni so asesa kakra kwa mpuku ti se mobile phone so one fashion card anto so a
enya adwuma
ebe kura wo saa kwa mpuku ene amoa no omo two different places. Kwa mpoku ti se Filippo Inzaghi ohia service asan wa yadwuma amo ani timi kritima no nti game bia ne mzoto uhwe opponent ne se do be se yusu omo se obo kwa mpoku against Bechem na obo amoa na obo amidu my rev se baba ya menye sure se ya eti dem hoyi baba ya ni days at Kimfaiza bepem kotoko na assist kwa wa league ya kamo be do 10 onye service provider baba ya entertainer ono oji anu adanda na hone sa anwuma asa eti obo no kwa mpoku achi na obo amidu na obo amoa kwa mpoku bo no okosoro ba form ohun so eno no baby a problem sa boy na zotu ontimi pick up no menim de ntia Emmanuel Ntwi no zotu enim de ato no.
Oh, but you don't know.
Enanka o front four we no so want me am provide sa anyoma ni nyina na mezotu ka wo expect wo number 8 senko be yes ade no but intime no ono so intime provide intime provide it one na teams no mo bona o ma find strategy bi get midfielders are omo so comfortable on the ball omo kura ball na omo panic wa break kotoko midfield na down ba uye coach a on that time eduku ne minteba no metra dem ha kan say menim reason wa kotoko for me eduku ne minta ebi omo prepare for next season be nye season we because time omo ba no eduku o metu kwampoku no already the supporters na agina tum dada ammo is starting league on ebo eti coach no will be forced because ono na force mpanyifo se enko fe eduku ni mintamra eto de mintabe kwa kugina 7 na eduku gina 11 na be na team no kwa create chance etu ye eduku adabia supporters be do atem uye minta adabia supporters be do atem eti media so clearly makase at this stage based on how Messi hu kotoko team no uye supporter na wo stadium na ko busa for beautiful football unya go there and celebrate results kotoko share one day no abonsem ba wo ye wa adwene se ye kohwe se kotoko bobo a efe etie no ne ye kohwe aboye nsem a e ba chow wo ye kotoko supporter bi a wutie me na based on how kotoko team is being arranged any players omo to omo during Ghana ha yeso enka se de ne winter transfer window say ya na team ne be but one thing is say coach bi an offer players am to offer mo say at a point we ni who we beba there's a key token me na ya adwene one player ano ye additional player to kotoko mefod ma manfo hu was a right back no muto from Chelsea no Lord Amoa ofi ho no o de ya hade kotoko bo game bia wo drop e ba mo mefod no e be support mefod na se third man ofi ho no so wa na oba ni ntimi nya sa adwuma no It's a man a weekend kotokome food no. It do sa stage na Justice Blay yen nyina nyintum say moto age wise injury affected Justice Blay. It's you won't get Justice Blay on the 20s mo. And now Justice Blay won't pray. It is such a player and you manage him. Lucky for Coach Ogum. Tina Duno now more Kondiamano beginning of the season in team Niblay epic at a point. No. Tina Duno so start here or pick up.
So you have to give him the chance.
A chance to play.
Okay.
So to the match and I say, man a chance to play. It's Media Macassa says I got to go Gold Stars a pre-league. Nasa got to continue Gold Stars in free league and only league in free Gold Stars in some day. Then got to go ball league a day. I got to go Gold Stars co pre-league na got to go Intimidate league in free Gold Stars.
I got him can't you ever 1 minute into ever say did American say senior mine said ye na menu Harry Kano your team no ye de bia ye can ye say ye can ye nimi but ye no aso na dead because and may be because house of folk as answer chiranka ebe hadwene wontimi nkobo ball na de bia house of folk support at the park so an to nka form this your pon was sorry cause at the bia say so sorry na niam na ho to ball no only division 2 kura bo chen ba wo kan na technical team na ko here points no wo kan na technical team na ko here points na say sabe ngwan da na de niam bi be kan wona be mana ye dem a echi what has it ye catch him so omuntutu niam ina ma supporters ne zi e bre because what na park super division 2 division 1 obia bobo de chen but e be wie na niam akobibi basa na nkofo nu mu jojojojojo ye fe no mo pekati omo ti kan so ampa omo ti kan ye niam agugo yie na last one ye bechem ti say asema si o baba yara no
time
said ye pa striker e pia defender ato from ye penalty
time no nti the end the nti sade time no Amen Scientific Hospital no George Asante Aba Amen Scientific Hospital best alternative medical hospital stroke if you am stroke and a woman some near day you know my the best diagnosis machines now 24 certified medications no more kumasi atwumate man kwa da so fo ase kwa so ba cho do so for la so ko yemin shake amimbo nsom de boko 0277 001234 0277 001234 yes Oyerepa FM